Okay, good morning. It is 9:55. I love that I have a little clock over there. And we already ate breakfast and everything. I'm actually marinating chicken for the first time ever in my life and plan to eat it tonight and tomorrow and the night after. So I'm doing meal prep, and today I am doing Chipotle copycat burrito bowls. I'm so excited. I found a recipe that I feel really confident about, and I'm going to marinate the chicken. Never have done that ever in my life. I know it's such a simple thing, but like it takes time. So I guess I just have never really thought ahead of time like that before. But yeah, I love trying new things on these videos, and I hope you guys enjoy them too. So let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna put my hair up. And by now you've noticed I wear this jacket probably every other video. I love it, it's so warm. And I think it's kind of cute. Okay, so this is the chicken that I get from Aldi. It says to slice the chicken in half to make it really thin. I guess so it absorbs the marinade, if I'm saying that right, better. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm actually gonna use my bigger knife today. Okay, let's peel this back. It's usually very liquidy, so I'm gonna have to drain this out first. So it says place the chicken on the cutting board and use a sharp knife to slice all the way through the center of each piece horizontally. Okay, these are already very thin. So I'm still gonna try. I know at Aldi they sell thin sliced chicken breast, and I think it's a little bit more expensive. I can't remember. Ooh, I feel like I barely cut it. I think it's already so thin. Like these are so thin, but I guess it still helps with the flavor. And I'm gonna cut some of these like really red or really fatty parts off. I do remember like growing up, my mom always cutting the fat off of all the meat that she would cook. Really, you can tell I'm not very good at this. Okay, I think I cut everything. Okay, I washed my hands real good, so now I'm going to put the spices and the oil together. So let's read. So 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I only have avocado oil, so we'll use that. Also, I just read it says 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and I definitely have at least like 4, so I might need to double this. So let me double it. 4. And it says 1 tablespoon of distilled vinegar. I never really used this, but when I read like why they use this, because they said it like tenderizes the chicken, and it really makes that Chipotle chicken like texture. So, and they said you could also use lime juice, but I'm just gonna go with the one that we have and that they recommended first. So that'll be really interesting to see. So I'm gonna do 2 because I'm doubling this. Okay, so 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Okay, I can only find my half a teaspoon, so I'm gonna have to do 4 teaspoons of this. So 4 teaspoons of chili powder. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 teaspoons of oregano, which means 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, which means 2, which means 4 of these. Oh, I don't even know if I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now that I'm literally at the end of this, what I like to do is, well, my phone's recording right now. I will go on the Aldi shopping cart on my phone and type in paprika. So like I don't just like do my shopping list the day before I go shopping. I'll do it throughout the week as I'm like getting low on ingredients so that I don't forget about it. So I have to remember to do that after this video. 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Okay. And then half a teaspoon of cumin, which is perfect because this is half a teaspoon. Or which means I need to do 2. I'm doubling. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder, so 2 of these. I'll do a little more because I like garlic. Okay, half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. Ew. And half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. All right. Now we are going to mix it. I bet this smells amazing. I'm definitely glad I doubled it because even this doesn't look like that much. Ooh, it smells good. Oh my, it does. I mean, I feel like it smells like Chipotle chicken. I'm not sure. Okay, I don't have Ziploc bags big enough, so I might have to split this into 2. Okay, and I don't want to touch this anymore, so use tongs. Maybe I'll put it in the bowl first, and then put it in the bags, and then pour the rest of the marinade in it. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I have enough marinade for this, but this is my first time, so I'm giving myself grace for this. I'm gonna mix it around first. I should have done a much bigger bowl. You hear Matt, my husband, playing with the kids. Guys, I'm really excited. So the recipe says you should do this overnight or up to 8 hours. So I was thinking about doing it last night, but then I was like, this is for dinner tonight. And if I start early enough in the day, it'll have been marinated for quite some time. So, but I think overnight is the most ideal. Okay, now let's put these in these bags. So like I said, I have really small bags. I don't have like the gallon size ones or whatever. Okay, I think I'm glad that I mixed it in the bowl first. And then it says to seal it with as much air out as possible. Okay, I think that's pretty good for number 1. It smells really good. All right, so here are my 2 marinated chickens. Never done this before. I know I keep saying this, but like it's just exciting to me because I feel like this is what a real chef does. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the fridge, and probably like in honestly 8 hours I'll be back. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we are back. It is exactly 6. I did not mean to do that, but I am ready to finish this meal prep, and I'm a little intimidated, not gonna lie. I'm gonna put my hair up, probably gonna take off my jacket because it's about to get real hot in here. So I'm going to prepare I know Chipotle obviously does corn, bean, and like their pico de gallo or their tomato salsa separate, but I'm just gonna make it into one big thing because like I've seen on Pinterest like corn, bean, tomato salsa, so you could just mix it. It's just a little bit easier, and they all have really similar ingredients. So I'm gonna start on the beans and the corn first. Actually, scratch that. I'm gonna start on the rice first because we know that rice takes a little bit longer to cook, and that's just how I do it. So this is like tonight, tomorrow, and the night after. I usually do 3 days of meal prep because that's usually how long meat is good for. And that just seemed to work for us. So let me see. I think that should be good. So let me go wash this. All right. Oh, the battery's about to die. Let me go change that. Okay, battery has been switched. So now, you guys have probably seen by now, I love making cilantro lime rice. So I put a little bit of like things of butter in there. Kind of makes it taste better and a little smoother. It just makes it kind of like super, I don't really know. I'm not gonna put like tons. Okay. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of rice in there. I mean, a little bit of salt. Okay, so some salt. And then lastly, I put the lime. This is just so much easier on my lime to have these. And then at the end, you guys know I put the cilantro at the end, so it's nice and fresh. Because when you put it in the rice cooker, it turns really, really dark green. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the rice cooker. So now I'm going to do the corn bean tomato salsa. So, got 2 tomatoes. You have to use red onion for this. Obviously cilantro, obviously beans, and obviously corn. So I'm gonna cook these separately. This is my handy OXO can cutter that I love. And I don't know if this is like a good ratio of like 2 tomatoes, 1 can of beans, 2 things of corn, but I think it'll be fine. So we're just gonna cook the beans. Okay, I'll use this as a little trash can. And then I'm gonna put these on the stove top. So let me fill this with water first. Okay, heat that up. I know I should be probably letting this boil before I put the corn in, but as long as everything takes me, I just put everything in there at once. Okay, there's a lot of corn, but I like corn, so I just wanted to do 2 bags of that. Okay, so now we're gonna cut the red onion. I'm gonna use this whole thing. I'm using a different knife this time because that small one definitely is not very good. I mean, this is also not that good, being honest, but it's a little bit better, I think. Definitely cuts easier. I haven't gotten red onion in a long time, but I'm also using it for a different recipe that I'm making this week as well. I decided I'm gonna make barbecue chicken pizza, and with that normally you use red onions, and it's really good. So I thought I could totally use red onion again. This part looks a little bit bad. I'm gonna cut that off. Okay, so basically supposed to dice everything. I like using these little cans after I'm done with them as trash cans. Starting to get a little teary-eyed, but that's all right. Ah, my eyes. So the kids, we already gave them dinner. We've been giving them an earlier dinner lately because then if they want snacks afterwards, they can. Whereas if they eat snacks because they're so hungry by dinner time, before dinner, they won't want to eat dinner. So it's been actually working really great. They'll have really, honestly, really early dinners. And it just works out really well. Because normally they won't eat what we make. I'll always try to offer it, but you know, there's a good chance that they won't like it. That's just what we've been doing lately. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in a big bowl. Might be too much red onion, but it's okay, because I really like onion. Okay, so this is definitely starting to cook. I'm gonna turn that off, fix this. Okay, next I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the cilantro because I need it for the rice, but also this mix. And yeah, oh, it smells so good. Literally, cilantro is my favorite smell in the world. Actually, I love lemongrass as well. Love it. Like when you go to a Thai restaurant, they have lemongrass soup. Oh my gosh. And I love basil. Those are definitely my top 3 favorite smells, like hands down. They're all food related. What are your guys' favorite smells? So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse some of this. Okay, and then I remember in a video once, someone was surprised that I even like de-stemmed this. So this time I'm literally just gonna cut everything. If there's some obvious stems, like maybe here I might kind of like not cut these to eat. But other than that, I think I'll mostly use the stems. Unless if they're like super, super obvious like these. So that was a very good tip for those of you who told me to just cut it and not worry about de-stemming everything. Alrighty. I love that sound. Cutting cilantro, it sounds so good. I feel like I need a bigger cutting board. Smelling so good. And I like not having to peel these off, take these off of the stem first. It's just honestly so much easier to cut them the way they are. So obviously I'm not gonna put all of them in the bowl, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and put some in the bowl already. I'll probably put half. And then and the rest can go in the rice. So I'm gonna put this to the side. Oh, actually, I need to cut tomatoes, so I'm gonna put this in a bowl. Put that to the side. Okay, I'm gonna wash these tomatoes. Okay, so cut off the butts. Okay, I'm gonna drain the tomatoes because it's always super wet because the inside kind of like flops out. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the tomatoes on this side. Okay, I'm gonna drain the beans. I'm gonna let them cool off and then I'm gonna drain the corn because that's definitely done by now. Okay, so I'm gonna let those kind of cool off before I add them to this. The last step is to cut these jalapenos. I'm a little nervous about these because last time I cut them, I kind of like wiped my eye, I think. Not like directly, but just kind of like this. And I just remember it hurt so bad. So, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this without hurting myself again. I don't really have food gloves. All I have is medical gloves. That's kind of nasty, right? I don't know. Can I use nitrile exam gloves while cooking? Resounding yes. I can use this while cooking. Because I don't know, I always thought that medical gloves had like a powder or something that you shouldn't put in the food. But it says a resounding yes. Because remember when I cut those jalapeno peppers and I wiped my eye and I was like crying so hard? Yeah, I never want that to happen again. Alright, so I'm gonna put these on because we didn't have any food gloves. I'm so happy we had these though. Because I'm so afraid of those jalapenos. Like, they're not even that spicy, but like when you cut them and then wipe your eye by mistake, yes, they are majorly spicy. Go ahead and wash them. Okay, and we don't really love things super spicy. I actually used to love spicy food until I gave birth. I think the second one, when I stopped making, my tolerance became so low for it. So I actually don't love spicy food that much anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of the peppers that make it really spicy. But yeah, I'm so glad I can use these gloves. So glad. So I'm gonna pull the middle out. Like, don't want it to go in my eye. I still feel like I have to be super careful even after I take these gloves. I feel like they're just gonna like go straight through them. These are from Aldi, of course, and I've had them many times before, but that was like that one instance where I was cutting them and then I didn't directly wipe my eye. Like I keep saying, I didn't directly wipe it at all, but like I was close enough and it stung so bad for so long. I legitimately cried. But I've actually even used these in our bean burgers because one time I was making them and the only ingredient that we didn't have was bell peppers, and this kind of is really similar except it's just more spicy. So they didn't taste spicy at all in the bean burger itself. And I ended up using all of them because they're so small. It doesn't seem like there's as much. Honestly, I might start cooking with these gloves more often because I just really didn't know that you could use them. Am I the only one? All right, I'm going to definitely wash this off. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw these away. I actually, as I was washing them, I coughed really, really hard, and I can't imagine that was from the, it felt like something spicy was going down my throat. Okay, so I still have to cut it, but I just felt like those were really spicy, so I'm gonna put new gloves on to cut the rest of it. Uh-oh.
What happened?
I'm fine, but I was cutting and this water from the cutting sprayed into my eye, but I'm fine. It doesn't even hurt. But that scared me. I'm gonna try one of these because I don't think they're that spicy. I think it's just the seeds that are spicy. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna try one of these because I just don't want it to be too spicy. Literally not spicy at all. I think it's really just the seeds that make it spicy. Well, it's like a very slight spice, but not bad at all. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need a bigger bowl. This is so much, basically salsa. I'm gonna need a bigger bowl. Okay, let me throw these away. Okay, this is a bigger bowl, so I'm gonna transfer this. Okay, this is still kind of hot. This is okay, so let me dump that in. So I'm actually gonna let the corn cool off before I mix it in the bowl. Matt and I are also going to put the boys down to bed because it is 6:39, we're gonna get them ready, and then I'm gonna cook the chicken after because I feel like that needs a lot of love and attention, and if I do that now and then try to put the kids down, it's not gonna work. So I will be right back. Okay, so that took a little longer than I wanted it to, and we're definitely gonna be eating dinner a little later tonight. But everything is obviously cooled off by now. Put this in here as well. Oh my gosh, I feel like this is way too much, guys. Oh yeah. But I love salsas, so yeah, let me just go ahead and mix it. And like the last thing would be, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. You know when it's beautiful like this and colorful that it's healthy and it's gonna taste real good. So I don't know if there's much spice or seasoning to put in here. I know lime for sure. I'm gonna have to look it up. But like, I think it'll honestly taste fine the way it is. Wow, this is so beautiful. I feel like if I ever have a party, this is so easy to make. Okay, so I ran out of space on my camera. I've been filming so many videos. It says there's 14 minutes left, so I'm gonna try to rush through this. I don't even know how much it caught, but I basically mixed everything and it's beautiful. So I'm gonna put that to the side and I'm gonna do the chicken now, baby. So all I know for a fact is that it said to put the chicken, like the oil in the pan, and then to do 4 minutes per side and like don't move it. So I'm gonna do that. And I just took out the chicken that I marinated earlier. I'm definitely confident this has gotta taste good. I mean, come on. This has been marinating for like 8 hours. I'm so excited. It smells so good. It smells so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so while that's getting warm, I took the rice out, and it's a lot. I put a little bit more water in there because I noticed like over time, rice, I don't like when it's super dry in the fridge and then you reheat it, it's still really dry. So I tried to make it a little bit more watery. Put some cilantro throughout. Oh, look at that beautiful color, I'm obsessed. And this is a lot of cilantro, but I love it. Honestly, I kind of wish I'm gonna look up the exact Chipotle rice, cilantro lime rice recipe and just see how different it is, and maybe I'll do it because I literally could eat their rice by itself. I mean, this is good too, but I'm just so curious how they make it. This is all of the remaining cilantro. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside because I think it's all heated up now. Turn it down a little bit. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm so excited. Okay, so it says 4 minutes. I don't know how I'm gonna time this. Oh, look at that. Oh, that looked a little thicker. I should cut that one in half. So obviously, this is perfect. I put the perfect amount in there for just this one pan. Okay, so let's do 4 minutes from 8:04, which is gonna be 8:08. And let me turn this up a little bit. It's supposed to get pretty brown, and they said unbothered, like do not open it or like flip it, which is very different for me because I'm normally very like constantly moving around the chicken. So this is gonna be really interesting for me. And I actually have this. I had this for a while. I've never used it. It's to like get the thermometer, like the temperature of the chicken. And it says it should be 165, and so if it was at breast, I'll just see if you can see it. then that's the perfect temperature. I'm gonna try it. I've never used it, so I have no idea if it's gonna work or not. This makes me official.
What is that?
Thermometer for chicken.
You don't know what you're looking at?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. My bad. Ooh.
That's enough for like a whole family.
Oh, this is meal prep? Wow.
And look, I have a whole nother bag.
Wow.
I know, I'm excited.
We eating it tonight?
We eating it tonight, baby.
Ooh.
The only thing that will make it better is if Love is Blind was on tonight. Oh, it's tomorrow.
We can close our eyes and say we love each other.
Act like we're talking through a pod. Okay, I'll be back at 8:08 because the memory is getting really low on this camera. Okay, I just checked. I have 7 minutes left of recording time, and it's 8:08, so I'm gonna flip these chicken breasts. Woo! It looks legit. I'm happy. I'm proud right now. I don't even care if they end up tasting not as good. I'm just proud of this. Because y'all know I'm not good at chicken. So another 4 minutes, so I'll be back at 8:12. Okay, it's 8:11. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous. Like by now, I definitely would have flipped them, and I just don't want them to be super burnt. But I'm actually gonna take the temperature of one before I take it off. I've never done this. I don't know if I'm doing this right. It's supposed to go to 165 if it's like cooked all the way in the inside. So let's see. I don't even know if you're supposed to do it while it's on the stove. I don't know, it's not even like moving to the breast. Okay, it's 8:12. Let me look at the bottom. Take this out. Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, it's perfect actually, I think. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. Yeah, I don't really know how to do this though. Okay, honestly, I don't know. To be honest, I'm gonna like look in them inside and see. I feel like it is cooked. I'm just so nervous. But it's not going to the 165 line. No, it's like kind of pink on the inside, so I'm gonna leave them a little bit longer. Maybe I should have had them higher. Clearly I'm a noob. So let me try this off until I'm sure. Okay, I have 3 minutes left and this isn't changing, so I am just gonna let it cool off for now because I do think it's cooked. And it smells really good, it looks really good. And when I look on the inside, it does look like it's cooked. So I'm gonna let that cool off and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest, and then at the end, I will turn the camera back on. Okay, I literally have 2 minutes left of camera recording time. I ended up just putting everything in the bowls. This is for me and Matt, and this is what the meal prep looks like. I have 4 of these. I think it's beautiful. But now is the taste test, the moment we've all been waiting for. So I left a piece of chicken right here. I'm so nervous. All right. I did it! I did it! Yo, it's tender. It is good.
Wow.
Yes! Y'all, this is it. I will link the recipe I got from below. Dude, if Chipotle puts this much heart into all their chicken, like 5 stars for them. It's so good. Like this whole thing, I'm so excited that this is meal prep. And honestly, now that I did it once, I definitely think I could do this again. So, hope you guys enjoyed this chaotic video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So I just needed to stop and say this is literally the best food, like meal I've ever made in my life. Like truly, I'm really proud of myself because I'm really not, I always felt like I could never cook chicken, but I followed the recipe really well. It's so good. And also I forgot, I had also bought guac, this mango peach, and then this Greek yogurt, which tastes just like sour cream, and I'm gonna put that on top. But this is literally the best meal I've ever made in my life. And Matt agrees. All right, I just had to pop in to say that. Bye.